Hey folks, it's Mike coming to you from Vaught RV here in Fort Worth, Texas. Hey, let's talk about a half-ton towable 28.5 RSTS fifth wheel. Now this is 32 feet long, about 9,500 pounds. It's got 3 slides and quite a bit of elbow room in here. I can't wait to show off the entire unit to you because there is a lot of neat features both inside and out. Let's go outside first and then we'll come back in here in just a minute. Okay, now we're on the outside of this Jayco Eagle HT. HT stands for half-ton towable. It's a 28.5 RSTS. Anytime you see the 0.5 in a Jayco model, that means it's half-ton towable. 9,500 pounds dry weight and about 32 feet long. So I can hear all you half-ton haters out there screaming, yeah, 9,500 pounds is not half-ton towable. Some half-ton trucks will in fact pull this safely and comfortable. Some won't. Many won't. If you're unsure, give us a call. We'll look up your specific truck. Now, is a larger truck better? A 3/4 ton? Yes, it is better. But in fact, based on towing weight standards and what we can look up, you can safely tow this and comfortably tow it with many half-ton trucks that are properly equipped with a tow package and so on. So let's have a look out here. One neat thing about this is it comes with a turning point kingpin. So this negates the need for a sliding hitch. If you've got an F-150 or a 1500 Silverado, chances are you don't have a long bed. If you don't have a long bed, you either need a sliding hitch or something like this. What happens here is instead of pivoting at this point, the pivot point is back here, so you can make tighter turning situations. When you're backing in, a tight turning situation, you don't want to connect to the front of the unit here. So that's a neat feature for a smaller unit especially. Now, again, not a super long unit, but Jayco makes good use of the space available. We have our diamond plating on the floor, clear, clean storage area all the way through to the other side. We have motion sensor lights that pop on when they detect motion, of course. We have power and coax cable accessibility up here on the side. Now you can see laying right there in our storage bay, we have both a platform and a griddle for the J-port. So you're already getting this right off the bat, a cooking griddle to install on the outside on this I call it a platform. Jayco calls it a shelf for your cooking griddle. Now we have our propane bottle right here, 30-pound propane bottle. There's one on the other side as well. Storage compartment up front. Now this unit is not generator prepped, so this becomes all an abundance of storage area for camping supplies and bag chairs and so on. Battery tray over here where your batteries will go. And of course we have our full-size spare tire that rests right under the storage area. Now this is all fully automatic leveling, so say goodbye to leveling the old-fashioned way. It's fully automatic and you can control it outside or inside as well as from your phone. And I'll show that to you in a second. Here's our other propane bottle on this side. Now the opposite side of our pass-through storage, coming all the way through, right inside the wall here, you can see our auto level controls. So there's one place we can do our auto leveling procedure. I'll show you on the inside, and you can also do it from your phone. I like having it there. I like multiple areas to do different functions depending on your specific situation. This is the utility bay, so everything's nicely labeled in here. Whether you're sanitizing your unit, you're dry camping, filling with fresh water, it takes the guesswork out of this. Just adjust these knobs based to the color-coded directory here and you'll be good to go. We have a quick connect up here, both hot and cold, so this becomes essentially an outdoor shower. You can wash off the dogs, your husband, whoever needs to be washed off before they come into the unit. And then of course our holding tank pull valves, gray and black here. Got this right here so I can route hoses up through here and close this off completely to the outside. Now I have a detachable 50 amp power cord here. This little green light lights up telling me that we have power to the unit. It's a nice little feature. Have a gas or electric water heater assembly, direct spark ignition, so it runs off propane or electricity. Coming to the back of the coach, we are prepped, actually not just prepped, we have a rear observation camera already installed on this unit. So when you're going down the road, you can take a peek back here and see exactly what's going on back here. And when you're backing up into a campsite, what a lifesaver this is. So you can see if there's obstacles and rocks and so on. Really a nice safety feature. Now, standard on Jayco fifth wheels is this towing package. So we have a 2-inch receiver here, which has a 300-pound hitch rating or a 3,000-pound tow rating. So if you want to pull a small, golf cart, ATV, that kind of thing, you can in fact do this if your local laws allow it. You can hook up your lights right next to it, right there. Now here's that J-port I was referring to earlier. If you want to add a cooktop or a griddle, you'll put that shelf right in here, and then there's a propane quick connect right here. So now we can have our griddle cooking assembly. It's handy because right next to it is this refrigerator, a utility drawer, and then we have power here, both USB and household current. So I can put a blender, coffee maker, what have you out here in our kitchen area. Of course, you got to have your Jayco branded bottle opener right there. Now, I love MORryde steps anyway, but I love that they've added this extra handle here. A lot of times you have your arms full of stuff, even if you don't have knee and hip problems. Being able to grab a hold of this and then this really makes it nice for entering and exiting the coach. Now, where does this go? When you're going down the road, this whole thing just folds in. So it's zero gravity. It's got an assist feature, so it's real easy to do. It won't come down crashing on your head. Each one of these legs is adjustable. If you're on uneven ground, just push that in and pull the leg up and down depending on your situation. Pop it in like that to stow, and you're good to travel, all right? To deploy the steps, simply open this up, grab a hold of this handle and pull down. Just that easy. Now we have awning with LED light strip underneath it up here. It's fully automatic, of course, so that makes it handy when it comes time to set up camp. And then right behind the door here is the opposite side of our quick connect that I spotted on the other side. So if you put in your quick connect and you want to wash off those dogs or sandy feet at the beach, you can do it on this side or the other side. We have speakers on the outside, which you can stream music from your phone through these speakers. And then this light is a blue light that's under the steps here. It's kind of a courtesy light, so when it's pitch black outside, it puts a nice blue light under your steps for entering and exiting the coach. All right, let's go inside and have a look. Okay, now we're on the inside of this 28.5 RSTS. I'm thinking that stands for rear sofa triple slide. Makes sense because we have a rear sofa and we have 3 slides. Now, 2 of those slides are opposing slides here in the living area. Anytime you have opposing slides in any RV, it transforms the inside of it. So now, with this slide all the way out, like it is now, and this slide behind the cameraman Brian really opens up this space. So again, 32 foot long, we're not in a super long unit, and yet there is a lot of room in here. Now this is what I would call a couple's fifth wheel because we don't have bunks and so on. However, this does convert into a nice big bed for 2 people to sleep on. How easy is it to do that, you say? Pop off these cushions, lift up the front and pull this out, deploy your legs, and I have a bed. Now what I like about this is you can access it from either side. Certainly 2 people can sleep here comfortably and get a good night's rest. When it's time to fold it back up, pop that up, put the base back in, and then of course your cushions on the back of the sofa. Now, as I often like to say, Whether or not you disclose the fact that this converts to a bed to your friends is entirely your business. You can tell them, hey folks, we only have room for 2 sleeping. If you want to come home, come over and have dinner, we'll see you tomorrow, but that's up to you. All right, now we have neat chairs right across from the TV, so we have easy viewing area. They are reclinable. Pop this out and I'm right across from the fireplace and the television. Cup holders here, room to put your remote controls right beside it. Now moving up from the living room area to the galley, before I go, let me point this out. This is pretty cool. We have an HDMI cable already wired into the TV. So if you want to put some kind of a gaming console or DVD player, you can do that up here. Just plug and play. It's ready to go. You don't have to worry about fishing cables. It's already done for you. Now this TV will pull out to release, and then you can angle it toward the table and chairs, or angle it toward the sofa here if you prefer, and then just pop it back in for travel. This unit comes with a sound bar already installed, so we all know how good it is to have great sound when we're watching a movie or that kind of thing. We've already got it right here and permanently mounted in here. As well, we have a fireplace right below. This is a fancy space heater, right? So knocks the chill off this unit on chilly evenings. It's not really taking up much room at all. So the way I look at it is if you paid your 50 or 60 bucks a night, you might as well use the campground's power supply to heat your unit rather than your own propane, and that'll do that for you. Now moving up into the galley area, even though we're in a small unit, we do have an island floor plan. So I have my sink and prep area up here, turn around and I have my cooking area and a little more prep area here. So this is what my mother-in-law would refer to as a one-butt kitchen, right? One person in here at a time. So it's pretty handy though, because I can be prepping food and cooking over here. I like the flow. Now we have a stainless steel residential style sink. We have a strainer that fits right in here so you can wash dishes and let them drip dry. And then there is storage underneath the island here. Obvious place for the trash can to go right there, I'm thinking. And then next to that we have 3 drawers. Jayco always puts full extension ball bearing drawer glides in all positions, whether it's the bathroom or the galley. And I really appreciate that. Now back here in our cooking area, we have a 3-burner propane cooktop. This is your backsplash. We have our backlit controls right here and a little oven below, and storage down here for cooking utensils and pots and pans, and then another nice deep storage area right to the right of that. Now there's a plethora of USB charging locations. I've got some right up here, so while you're cooking you can plug in your iPad or your phone right there. Now we have a traditional microwave. I'll call that medium-sized microwave for heating up those leftovers and so on. So that's handy. Now I really appreciate this too. A lot of storage here, and also we have a table and chairs. Now let me know what you think about a table and a chairs versus a dinette, which is an option in some units. Some units it's not. Here it is. We obviously optioned this with a table and 4 chairs. And you say, where are the other 2 chairs? They live under the bed up front, and they're folding chairs, and they look just like this, except they're folding chairs. Personally, I kind of like this. It's easy to get in and out of here. It kind of opens up this area rather than boxing it in with a dinette. But let me know what you think. I'm really kind of curious. If you pull out this, now we have an extension and easily seat 4 people around here for dinner. And there's a little extra storage area up here too for books and games and pens and pencils and so on. I like that. Now we have a pantry, boom, with a motion sensor light. Now these are all stationary shelves, but look at all that storage. I can really appreciate that. Canned goods and dry goods and so on, a lot of room to store stuff. And there's even a big compartment up there for the Christmas decorations to go and whatever that you don't need to access very often. Next to that, but wait, they say there's more. You have more storage in here. Now this is neat. This will pop up and hold up by a magnet, and you can use this to hang coats and jackets and hats. If you'd rather just have this shelf to place items on it, you can do that too. So I appreciate that. And more shelf storage up above here. Now this is your rear view camera. So this unit already comes with a camera installed in the back. This will live up in the dash of your truck so you can keep an eye on things when you're backing into a campsite. Really like that. Now, moving up into the hall area, I'll point this out. This comes with the BM Pro control panel. This is an Android tablet, basically. We have our lighting shortcuts right here. Simply push that for your lighting. But you control everything right here. Our climate, lighting, motors, tanks, energy, everything's done right here. You can put this application on your phone and do everything that you can do here from your phone. This reminds me, since I have the air conditioner on right now, you can see I've got it here. Tap this and it'll open up more. We're cool and our fan is on low. I'm going to go ahead and put the fan on high. Now, I want to point out how loud the air conditioner is not. Okay, so I'm standing here in the middle of the coach with the AC blasting on high. I have this lapel mic on, so I don't know if you can hear it at all, but in here I'm talking at a normal voice. And what's neat about it is you can converse, you can have a TV show on and not feel like it's drowning out the sound, or be playing some music here. Now, how does Jayco pull that off? It's what they call the double helix ducting system. It's 40% quieter than a traditionally ducted AC system. So instead of right angles for your ductwork, the ductwork is doing a helix kind of pattern. There's less wind resistance, it's much quieter and much more efficient. I think that's worth pointing out. Now, coming up into the bedroom and bath area, I can enter the bathroom either from the hallway or from the bedroom area. Now this is pretty classy. We have a nice backlit medicine cabinet and an undermount sink with some storage below. How about this? I'd love to know what you think about the blue. So the first time I saw this blue, it's sort of a navy blue color, I thought, there's nothing else blue in here. But it's kind of growing on me, so let me know what you think. This is the only place this shows up. We have blue here and blue around the medicine cabinet. Be interested to hear what you think about it. Do you think this was a good design move? Yeah, if you do, then there's someone to thank. That's Stacy Stewart. She's the lead designer at Jayco. She's an RVer, and she's the lead designer, and I think that's the reason we have a lot of things to thank her for in terms of the way the kitchens are designed and overall design of all Jayco RVs. Now I have a porcelain foot flush commode right here. Easy, just pop your foot down there to flush the commode, and it's porcelain. I want to point that out. Much easier to keep those clean and classy. I like this assembly up here. So this fan, by virtue of the way it's designed, it cannot rain in. So it's already got a cover on it. You don't have to put a cover over the top of this. So you can turn this on and leave it running. You don't have to worry about flapping that closed to keep rain from coming in. It's a really nice feature. We have our glass shower enclosure. I'm 6 feet tall. Plenty of room for me to get in here. I like that it's got a little bit of a texture on it, only on the outside, not on the inside. So it's frosted. Maybe you want a little bit of privacy with your spouse while you're in here showering. Do that. Now, I recommend having a little squeegee available when you're done showering. Just squeegee off the insides and it keeps the spotting at a minimum. So it's a neat little shower enclosure. Now, while we're on a relatively short fifth wheel, we don't have a ton of storage. We don't have a big walk-in closet like some bigger units have, but we do have storage here off of the bathroom. And then I've got some storage right here to hang clothes and put shoes down on the bottom. And then I've got a little chest of drawers here as well. Again, with those ball bearing, full extension drawer glides. I've got AC power up here. I have AC power up against the wall, and I have USB power here. So if you have a CPAP machine on either side, you can rest it here, plug it in there, charge your gadgets and your cell phone overnight. I can control the lights from this switch right here. I have a little bit of storage here as well as on the other side. That shelf will pop out if you want to put taller items in here. Now I'll pop up this bed to show off the storage underneath here. So these are those folding chairs that I was telling you about. They're upholstered just like the ones up there, but of course these are folding so that they can stow up here out of the way. We're on gas struts on this, so it makes it nice for getting items out from under the bed. And I always point out, always lift up the mattress on an RV that you're shopping and see what you see. In Jayco's case, it's always going to be plywood, not OSB or particle board. There's plywood here, there's plywood under the floor, there's plywood in the roofing structure. Every Jayco roof has a 4,500 pound weight rating. It's what Jayco calls the Magnum Truss roofing system. It's trusses much like are on your home. So what does that mean? It means that they can put more fiberglass insulation in the ceiling, so I can come out here on a hot Texas day, even without the AC running, put my hand up there, and it's still cool to the touch. But most importantly, it's safer. At 4,500 pounds, if a tree limb were to fall on this unit, heaven forbid, you might call State Farm, but not 911. It just makes for a stronger box, and I can appreciate that. Pop this down. It is a queen bed. We have our storage over here again, and a light switch on this side as well. Now if you want to add a television in here, there's a place to mount it right here. This is the backer location, which will accept a mount. And of course we have our coax cable connections and power up here for that. A lot of people ask me what these are, and by now if you watch my videos you know that this is of course a grenade launcher for security purposes. No, this is a thermistor. It's sampling the air temperature and sending that information back to the BM Pro so that it can keep you comfortable in here. Now we do have two AC units on this. This is a traditional, what we call a drop-in unit. So I'm getting the air directly out of this, and you'll hear this a little bit more than you will the fully ducted units up there. My wife and I appreciate white noise, and I actually like that. Even if the AC wasn't on, we'd probably just turn it on fan and let it run. So we do have an AC up here, and we've got one in the main living area too. Hey, Jayco doesn't let you forget about what time it is. It's noon. It's lunchtime. So hey, we're in a 28.5 RSTS, 32-ish feet long, 9,500-ish pounds. So if in question you don't know for sure if your truck can safely and comfortably tow this, best thing to do is come out and see us or give us a call. We'll look up your specific truck to make sure you can safely tow it. We want you to tow at least 1,000 pounds more than the dry weight, but we'll help you through that process. Hey, if you've watched this long, first of all, thank you. Second of all, if you have a second and you feel like it, appreciate it if you'd click like and subscribe below. We work really hard. Brian, the cameraman, works even harder than I do to bring these videos to you. So click like and subscribe, and then you'll be the first to know when we post more videos like this, or perhaps some of our quick tip videos. And remember, here at Vaught, I really do think that shopping for an RV should be just as fun as using them. So come out and have some fun looking at RVs, and we'll be glad to help you. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Howdy everybody, thanks for joining me today. I hope you learned a thing or two from what I had to say. If you did and feel like it, then click subscribe below. And when I post a video, you'll be the first to know. See you next time.